Let me tell y'all something real quick, real fast, in a hurry. Hello. Welcome back to another video, okay? I'm tired of these motherfuckers trying to... If you have ever been around a narcissistic person or a narcissistic personality type of person, and what I mean by that, first of all, I want there to be a very big distinction between narcissistic, where it's like in the dictionary definition of narcissistic so far is that they have that being like someone who's like into the way they look or like the way they look, versus a narcissistic personality disorder person, where someone with a narcissistic personality is somebody who just is very, very abusive and doesn't give a fuck, and it's like actively like a battery drainer. They try to drain your batteries, right? Every single person, every single soul, every single being on this earth has some form of a battery. Now, whether or not they are... different people are meant to do different things, obviously. However, people are batteries, right? For a lot, especially when you come to these like toxic, abusive people who want to drain your batteries and drain your emotions and drain your empathy. I don't even get a chance to smoke. I'm so fucking pissed. So, this is just a side note of what happened to me in my personal life. If you grew up in a household with an abusive parent or an abusive adult or an abusive caregiver, abusive adoptive parent, such as my case, or an abusive, birth parent, abusive family members, abusive friends, which was also my case for some areas. But one of the things that I've had to unlearn is redo my relationship with money, because my relationship with money has been tainted over several years by a controlling, abusive parent who wants to use financial control. She's narcissistic, okay? Now, what people don't tell you, or what you don't know growing up as a kid, is that your parents, I think a lot of us kind of know inherently that our parents can kind of control us with money because our parents are the ones who made the money. Like for me, in my personal instance, right, I knew it was like, okay, I wasn't the one with the job, I wasn't the one making the money, so I was like, okay, I can't really decide how to spend the money that's not mine. However, I know what I would want for it to be spent on and what I wanted to go towards, especially to help my own life. They have completely different ideas, right? So, long story short, if you are controlled by people, or if you grew up with people who do not have good money management skills growing up, you're bound to not likely have good money management skills right off the gate. You have to usually learn trial and error, whatever, research. I've had to do a lot of research over the years. I'm fine. My biggest problem over the years has been because of inflation, rising up rent prices, things like that, and jobs not paying enough. Even though I consider myself to be pretty damn good with money, it's hard because even though I don't bring in way more than what I had to put out to do that, right? The pandemic happened, it all crashed down, not in a bad way, but people lost their jobs, everything like that. I was making it, I was still going, doing different things, whatever, bobbing and weaving, hustling, whatever you want to fucking call it, okay? Until I got to a point where I couldn't pay my rent anymore. And I had to go back to the same house that abused me financially into learning this. And I'm like, it's almost re-soaking in the same toxic, terrible financial tactics that were still there from before. And by that, I mean, for me personally, if I have enough money to pay off a bill with excess left over, I just pay the shit off and let it be done. I don't like to sit with my credit cards being on full, having a balance on there if I know I can pay it off, or if I had the money to pay it off and then have some more over to go get some chicken or something. But you know what I mean? If I have the ability to do it at the moment, I'd rather do it at the moment and not procrastinate and wait on it, especially when it comes to financial situations, because those just battle up and end up being worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I was not raised in a household that thinks that way. So it's this piecemealing of, I'll give you the breadcrumbing thing, especially when it comes to a financial situation, pisses me all the way the fuck off. And it's just maybe the regression for me, because it's I broke out of this, but being back in this environment is bringing me back into the same mindset that I was in previously, which is utterly like destroying me a little bit, because I can't go, like, this was already, like, I knew it was toxic the first time around, basically. I knew it was toxic when I was younger. I knew it was toxic when I was a little kid. So to even be, like, involved in something like that again is just re-edifying the toxicity, re-edifying the entrapment, re-edifying that, like, oh, I won't make it or go anywhere or should be successful or anything. It's like just redoing that all over again. Because this goddamn woman doesn't want to be fucking, like, let me do anything. Doesn't want to let me do a goddamn thing. I'm a fucking doll. I can't stand it. I want to, like, fucking kill somebody. Like, I don't like being trapped. I don't. This is what these narcissistic tactics do. They trap you. I do not like being fucking trapped. I don't. Like, I got in the car specifically because she just talked to me about some bullshit and I had to just go and clear, like, get out the fucking house. I can't. Like, I can't do this. I was fine by myself. I love living by myself. I love being by myself. I don't like having no drama, no peace, and nobody telling me what the fuck to do. And nobody trying to control anything in part of my life besides me. I can't. The second someone is trying to, like, control some other part of my fucking life, I can't deal with it. I'm not somebody who dates. I don't date. I'm not trying to be on the dating scene. I'm not trying to date nobody. I'm barely even trying to get friends. Like, sometimes, yes, I would like to have someone to talk to or, like, co-mingle with or whatever like that. But for the most part, I don't want friends. I don't want to be surrounded by, like, people, especially not in real life. Now, of course, followers and subscribers online, yes, I love to have you, love to see you, love to have you experience, like, everything that's going on here. But in my actual, like, day-to-day life, I don't want to see a whole bunch of fucking people. And let me tell you exactly why. Because the people who I'm around, especially because I do live in Michigan, and I will tell you for this winter time, I live around a whole bunch of old, sad, bitter, sick, depressed people. So if you're trying to, if I'm like trying, it's like, if it's about bringing more people around you, I'm going to attract more old, bitter, sad, depressed, broke down people, mentally damaged people, people with bad health problems, people like, I'm going to attract those same types of people, and that's not the type of person I want to be. I don't want to be a person that's old, sad, bitter with health problems. I want to be better than that. But there's not that many people who are better than that in this area. So you get trapped in the funnel, right? And what's worse is that the people who trap you in the funnel are doing it on purpose, which we all kind of already know, but it needs to sink in that they're not going to be the people who help you. They're the people who may have even fucking raised you, if you understand what I'm fucking telling you. Like, it's in to say, like, these may be, like, the same area you're in, these areas don't rise because people don't want them to rise. They're so busy trying to make sure that nobody else gets there before they do, that they don't want anybody to get anywhere, and nobody ever gets anywhere. And this has, like, been a black community thing for the longest, but goddamn, it's definitely been, like, something that has pissed me all the way the fuck off, and I'm sick of hearing it. So, like, again, abusive parent, right? She just gave me money. It's not a skit or nothing. This is my real, actual motherfucking life. Okay, I'm not playing a role. I'm not whatever. This ain't a joke. This ain't a gag. It's my actual life. So run me my goddamn fucking money, because I'm sitting and pissed at this fucking shit. Like, I'm really about to fucking, like, it's driving me insane. She gives me some money. What you gonna do with the money? I'm like, pay my bills, because I have bills to pay. And she's like, what you mean pay your bills? I'm like, what do you mean? What? Yeah, I have bills. I know she's old. She's on Social Security. She has her retirement fund. But, like, she ain't worried about bills because she getting her money. I'm not. I don't have guaranteed money like that. I need guaranteed money. You know what would be great? If I could just have guaranteed money. You know what that would be? UBI, Universal Basic Income, something along those lines. But, like, I'm so sick of this. Like, yes, trying to get a job. I just had a job. And the second I got a job, apparently, me making my own money made this woman so goddamn sick, she had to go to the motherfucking hospital to get her kidneys flushed, that she didn't even need to get flushed, for no goddamn fucking reason, just to make me lose my fucking job. And Lord knows, she got sick on Wednesday. By Friday, I didn't have a job anymore. So what the fuck is that shit? Tell me what the fuck that shit is. I want to know, what the fuck is that shit? I'm working for my shit. I've had 2-3 jobs at a time for years. Since this pandemic, it's the first time I have not had more than one job at a time. The pandemic was the first time. 2020 was the first time I have not had more than one job at a time. Excuse me, I have not had, usually I have more than one job. In 2020 was the first time I've had one job or less. When I finally got the second job again, I lost it within I lost it within 3 weeks. Because, and it's not because I got fired or anything like that. They apparently did some kind of miscalculation on how many people they needed to hire, and they didn't need to hire as many people as they had, and I was a temp trying to get hired in fully, but 10 people were the first to go. But my point being is that when you have, how do you break this financial control like this when literally I'm going to do everything possible? I have all these different websites, I have all these different talents and abilities that I can do, and things that I can offer the world and put things out there. I have all these different ways that I can go that will, I should definitely be getting 100% paid for, well, because I'm very, very talented. I'm not saying that to be egotistical. I'm saying that because I'm fucking talented and I'm confident in my fucking abilities. Okay? But you see I'm over here can still rip over this video as I'm driving this fucking car. My point being is that this is such a demeaning thing. I'm gonna use the money to pay my bills. I don't know what stupid fucking shit you think I use my fucking money for. I don't know. Again, she adopted me. I don't know if she thinks, honestly, I don't know if she thinks black men don't spend money on right things or what. I have no idea what this consciousness thing is around giving somebody fucking money to live their life. But give somebody money to fucking live their fucking life. I don't understand. This doesn't make any goddamn sense to me at all. Why? Don't ask me what I'm going to spend it on. I'm going to spend it on my fucking bills. Yes, I actually have bills. I have car insurance. I have car insurance. I have legal bills, past legal bills. I'm not trying to let default or go into some whatever delinquent status, or I have credit card bills. I have utility bills that I had to pay off. I have I have different bills I have to pay. I have loans I have to pay back. Why does it matter? Don't if you know. I should say if you know. But come on now, why? Why are we going through this? Why do you have to try and control somebody's fucking finances? Just stop. I just makes me want to punch her in the fucking face. It really makes me want to punch people in the goddamn face like that. Don't pretend like you're helping me when you're not really helping me. Well, you're not really trying to help. Because the way that you were doing was not working even previously. If I'm telling you that I need things done a different way, if I need things done a different way, then please at least compromise with me enough to try and do something a different way. Don't just sit there and try and tell me that my way is wrong or this and that, because I'm trying to tell you, no, it's not. My way works for me. I was perfectly fine doing things my way in my apartment by myself. The second I get around other fucking people, especially for an extended period of time, my life goes to shit, and I can't fucking stand that shit. It's to the point where I cannot. I cannot. I really cannot. I'm the type of person that I would probably, I want to commit suicide if I'm just around somebody for too damn long. Just to die to get away from the person. Because I can't be around fucking people that long. Especially if they're goddamn fucking abusive. I can't. Don't try and control me. You'll end up probably fucking dead somewhere. Just don't. Bye.